Hi, everyone. My name is Kevin. I work here at Asbury. Thank you for being here. Friends, we're now approaching 2 consecutive weeks of nonstop worship, prayer, gathering, consecration, commitment to one another. Incredible. And whether you call this a revival or a renewal or an outpouring or an awakening, what we have experienced on this campus these last few weeks is unlike anything I have ever experienced in my entire life. I just keep repeating the firsthand witness I've seen of radical humility, these incredible acts of compassion. We see confession, we see consecration, we see life-altering commitment. And when I walk into this space, and even when I'm outside and just meeting the guests, it is just a beautiful picture of the fruit of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Now, I want to tell you, earlier today, we had authorities that had to redirect traffic away from Wilmore. Our town's institutions here and our town's infrastructure, I just want to be clear, is just not in a place to absorb at this moment the influx of the blessed guests that we have had come to Wilmore. And I have seen incredible men and women who have bent over backwards. Our staff, our faculty, our own students, the way that Asbury students have made room at the table. I've seen people here at 8 a.m. and then they leave at 1 a.m. and they've come back the next morning at 8 a.m. And we've said, you've got to take a break. And they say, I know, but it's worth it. Whatever they need to do to make space for visitors. I've seen volunteers mobilized near and far to come and do whatever they can do, again, to make space so that others can experience this renewal and an encounter with Jesus Christ. I've seen other institutions in town that have redeployed and redirected their own people and their own resources to make space at the table. But I want to tell you what I'm talking about now, this moment that we're in now, is different. We just do not have the infrastructure to support the guests that we're having come to Wilmore. So, I just want to announce a few shifts that are being made for us to host this differently. First, Livestream. You know, from the start, we have avoided Livestream here at Asbury University on our campus. Our desire was to honor this space, and our desire was to allow for a more organic unfolding of what was taking place here. And we still would strongly request that visitors do not live stream. But the time has come where we realize that we need to host this differently. And if visitors from out of town cannot be in this space, we want to provide them with an alternative to visualize and be a part of what's happening here. So we are utilizing our live stream technology. Second, I want to talk about a service shift. As you know, our focus, and I'll just tell you, my heart has been on younger generations, Gen Z and Gen Alpha. And we want to continue to welcome this group, and we want to continue to make space for this group all the way through Thursday for our National Collegiate Day of Prayer. However, starting on Tuesday, the day after tomorrow, the 21st, we will not have any afternoon services open to the general public beginning Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. We will only have evening services, and those services are reserved for high schoolers through college age 25 and under, beginning at 7:30 p.m. And let me say, we are diligently working to identify other spaces and locations here in Central Kentucky to continue to simulcast or to host in person for those who want to come to Central Kentucky and have this experience. And we'll make that announcement and get that out as soon as possible. But I'm sharing this because people are making travel plans right now. And out of a deep respect for them, and please hear that, out of deep respect for them, I don't want anyone to plan to come to Wilmore or to plan to come to Hughes Auditorium only to be denied the opportunity to actually sit into one of our facilities. Finally, I just want to end with this, and we'll get started. To play a role in stewarding God's Spirit on our campus, in this area, in this region, and to do it in collaboration with the Asbury community. Some of the best people that I know has been one of the greatest honors of my life. I'm not being hyperbolic. It's been one of the greatest honors of my life. To do that with our students here is one of the greatest honors of my life. To have other schools come to this space is one of the greatest honors of my life. We have seen, and what we have seen since February 8th can rightly be described as the fruit of our mission. But it is not ours to hold alone. We are not the keepers of this movement. We're hearing amazing stories from across the world, not just Kentucky, not just the U.S., the world. And when folks have come to Wilmore and have asked me and have asked my friends what's happening, there's so much to say. And frankly, I don't know how to describe a lot of what is taking place. But I do say this: people are hungry. There is a deep hunger. And when I hear the word hunger, I think of Jesus' most famous sermon, Matthew 5:6. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness. They will be filled. Hear this. Blessed are those who hunger for a right relationship with God, and blessed are those who hunger to be in a right relationship with neighbor. They are the ones that leave the dinner table satisfied. We're looking to other schools. We're looking at other churches. We're looking to you to be co-commissioners, to partner, to go out, to let our light so shine, to let this fire blaze in other places that ultimately points to God. Other schools, other churches, our communities, find those dark places and go there and be light. My heart is for this young generation. And I'm so thankful for the men and women who have gone before us, who want to steward their spiritual experience as well. And I just want to end with one last thing. We have been changing our schedule, and I'm trying to do that as responsibly and faithfully as I can, and as prayerfully as I can. But I've seen many headlines coming out saying Asbury University is ending the revival services or scheduling an end to revival. And while it is true that after Thursday of this week, we will conclude our last service in Hughes Auditorium here and on the campus of Asbury, we know this is not a conclusion to hungry hearts that are being stirred and responding by seeking Jesus Christ. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for how I've seen you love one another. It's inspiring. Thank you for your attitude. And please continue to pray for the church. Pray for these young adults who are going to change the world and be change agents for Christ. Pray that we all might be changed. Pray that's what's happening would move across our states and our countries and our continents for the fullest realization of our mutual humanity and the edification of the common good in our communities, and ultimately for the glorification of God. My prayer is that when the world sees us, when they see Wilmore, when they see you in your communities, when they see what's happening at other churches and other schools and other professions all across the world, let them see Jesus Christ. Let them see the best of Christianity. Let them see the best of the church. And let them see what Jesus said in John 17, unity. I pray that they are one, Father, as you and I are one. God bless you. Thank you for being here this night.